Hello folks, welcome back. Before we dive into publishing our website, I want to touch on some basics of Terraform. Terraform is one of the modern infrastructure templating tool where you write the configurations corresponding to cloud infrastructure in HashiCorp configuration language. HashiCorp is also the name of the company that created Terraform. For more information on how to set up Terraform in your local machine, look at the link given in the description below. With that aside, let us understand the basics. The first command which you need to know is the Terraform plan. This command computes how the component in your cloud infrastructure will be connected and output a plan for your review. A plan will primarily consist of an output which describes what resources will be created, what will be destroyed, and how the existing resources will be modified. You can review the output to make sure everything is planned to be created the way you want it before you apply the changes to the infrastructure. Once you have the plan reviewed and validated, you can go ahead and apply the changes using the command shown here. Even in the apply step, it will ask for your confirmation before making any changes to the infrastructure. Once you have applied the plan changes, your cloud infrastructure will be created the way you want it. A state file will also be generated after executing Terraform apply. The location of where the state file should be saved can be set to a remote location or can be kept in the local machine itself. The state file is critical as it contains some sensitive information corresponding to your cloud infrastructure. It is good to secure it remotely inside your cloud infrastructure. For some reason, you decide to take down your created cloud infrastructure entirely, you can use Terraform destroy to do that. It will again output a plan to show the resources it's going to take down, which will pretty much be everything that is represented by the state file. Once you confirm your action, all the resources you have previously created as captured in the state file will be destroyed. You can see why the state file is crucial because without the state file, Terraform will have no way to identify what resources it has touched on the cloud infrastructure. First, we need to let Terraform know what cloud provider to use. For this, the configuration in HCL is written in blocks as you see. The first of which is the providers block, where you identify the cloud provider you want to use. Usually, inside the provider block, you will also pass in some configuration information which will involve some form of credential to make the connection to the cloud infrastructure. We create cloud resources after choosing a specific provider using the resource block. Here you specify the cloud resources you want, the name associated with the resource, and the configuration information corresponding to that resource. Usually, the configuration information will contain some required parameters for the cloud resource and its association with other resources in the cloud. If you're familiar with object-oriented programming, an analogy could help you understand what is happening here. A resource is identical to an object in object-oriented programming. Like object have properties associated with it, a resource has configurations associated with it. As you can reference an object with variable name, you can reference a resource with a reference name. As you know, an object lives in the memory of the device that created it. A resource resides in the cloud. I've given you a brief introduction to Terraform. In the next sequence of videos, we will look into some more Terraform concepts. What I'm doing now is I'm creating the building blocks that will allow you to read the code, understand, and customize what I'll be sharing in the repo for your needs. Alright folks, see you soon in the next lecture. Until then, stay subscribed for further updates.